Hello, welcome back or welcome to my knitting podcast. My name is Gintare and this is GintareKnits, episode number 4. Long time no see. I'm back after more than a month break. There was quite a busy month with the illness and work and family stuff. So here we are. Happy to get back to you and start with my newest finished object, my work in progress, my future plans. You can see I changed my filming spot because today, when I have free time to film this podcast, we don't actually have any sun outside. It's quite a gloomy day. Maybe it's rain showers or how it's called. So it's November and it's quite the fall weather here in Lithuania, where I'm living with my family. So let's start with what I'm wearing. This is my cumulus blouse by Petite Knit. This is a size small. It is knitted in my own hand-dyed yarns. Kid Silk Mohair held double. It's in a muted purple colorway. This colorway is available as a pre-order in my Etsy shop. You can find the link below. So yeah, it is a very soft and fluffy blouse, sweater almost, but it's too cold to wear this outside, but it's good to wear inside. This is what I'm wearing part, and let's move on to finished objects. I have quite a few finished objects after I have not shared anything on YouTube with you during this break, but if you follow me on Instagram, also as GintareKnits, you could see some photos of my finished projects or work in progress. I'm more active there. So let's start with the first one. So this is a weekend slipover V-neck by Petite Knit. I will put some photos here of me wearing this slipover. I knitted it in size small. I have some notes, so don't mind if I look in that direction. I did not take the yarn color to look. I knitted with the Sandnes Garn Peer Gynt. This is like, I will put yarn information and other information related to my projects down in the comment section. So yeah, so I used Sandnes Garn Peer Gynt. It's like a light beige color, brown color, light brown color. It has from 15 to 20 centimeters positive ease. I used 5 millimeters, 4.5 and 4 millimeters needles that I recommend, and I went half a size needle down because the body is recommended to knit with the 5.5 millimeter needles, and in the original pattern you have to hold the fingering weight or sport weight yarn together with the mohair, and I did not want mohair in my slipover, so I used only single strand of Peer Gynt, so I went down a needle size. So this is worked also like a drop down shoulder, similar. First you knitted the back part, then you knit separate shoulders, and you join in the round, knit the body, then pick up the sleeves and do this nice V-shaped neck. That is the, I would say, the main accent of this slipover. For this slipover I used almost 6 balls of GintareKnits yarns. It's about around 286 grams. And I started to knit it in September 15 and finished in October 2nd. So it took around 2 weeks to finish. Well, it's a quite a big needle size, so it goes pretty fast. That's it about the slipover. Let's move to the next finished object. And this is the one of the longest project that I had on my needles. And that is finally finished is my ta-da! Terracotta sweater by Lene, Holms, Samsoe. I will also put some photos of me wearing this sweater. So I knitted it in size extra small. I used the recommended yarns that was used in the original pattern. It also Sandnes Garn. It's a Tynn silk mohair held together with the Tynn Gynt. I used 2 colors. I will also put the color numbers and names if I won't remember, because it's just numbers, down below. So yeah, I chose this terracotta sweat color as the second for the pattern accent, and the main is off-white, light beige color. It's also, since this is a wool, 100% wool as a Tynn Gynt, it is a quite warm sweater. And this sweater is designed to have approximately 20-28 centimeters positive ease, and it is worked top down, but also drop down the shoulders construction, which means you knit a little bit of the back part, then you pick up the stitches for the shoulders, knit until here, and then you join in the round, then pick up the sleeves, work the sleeves and the neck part. This is actually was my first color work sweater after a long time. The last one was probably when I was in the university or a high school. That was long time ago. And I really pleased how it turned out, and the stitch definition is quite nice too. It's probably because of the yarn, how it works, how the fluff of mohair evens the stitches, and of course blocking also does its thing. So there is required maybe 3 sizes of the needles. It's 4mm, 3.5 and a 3. You work with all those 3 needle sizes in the different sections. For the yarn usage, so for the main color, I used 214 grams for Tynn per Gynt and 109 grams for silk mohair. And for accent color, I used 28 grams for Tynn per Gynt and 14 grams for mohair. Actually, I have leftovers for full ball from each color because I bought extra in case I would be short on the yarn quantity. And I started as I said, it's a quite old project that was on my needles. I started it on February 3rd and finished October 18. In the photos you can see one, I would say, my negative thing. Not negative, it's shortage minus. It's, where is it? It's the length of the body. I would like to have it longer, but the section part of the collar, if I would do this part longer and the ribbing longer, then it would be quite an empty white, let's say off-white space in the bottom. Maybe for bigger sizes there is some additional section of the pattern done here, so it is not so empty and blank. So yep, I really like this sweater. I would definitely wanna try to knit another one, porcelain sweater from the same designer, from the same family, let's say that. It's very similar. Yep, maybe I would knit this also in another colors. Well, we shall see, because I already have quite a lot list of projects I would like to knit. Okay, let's move to a few smaller finished objects. Let's say it's not actually finished because it is still was not blocked and washed. So this is baby bear balaclava for my daughter, who soon to be 3 years old, and winter is coming, so I decided I will try to knit her a hat, balaclava, for this winter, and I would hope she would wear it. This is for 51 centimeters head circumstance. And oh, this is from Knitting for Olive page. You can find this pattern there. You can see the edge is folding because it is not blocked. Oop. It has 2 bear ears. And for yarns I used my old yarn stash, We Are Knitters, the baby wool. It is 100% baby alpaca. This is ball as an example, because I used in another finished object. So yeah, it's like brown mauve colorway. I used 3.5 millimeter needles. I used 117 grams of yarn, and I held this yarn double to get more warm Well, since this is a 100% alpaca, it should be quite warm. In original pattern, you knit this in the decay weight, the edge around the face, and this you knit in fingering held with the mohair. I knitted it quite fast. I started in October 19 and finished on October 23rd. So yeah, what else can I say about this? So it's around 3-4 years old children size, I would say. I probably will block only the bottom of this balaclava because I'm afraid that alpaca might stretch a lot and it would get too big and too loose for her. That would be it with this finished object. The next one is Oslo hat, Mohair edition, also without mohair, by Petite Knit. This is supposed to be size for me, 55-56 centimeters. Had some circumstance. This is knitted in my hand-dyed yarn, one of a kind colorway. Also, I believe still available in my Etsy shop. And it is held double, the yarn, and it is 75% superwash merino, 25% silk kid mohair. I used 3mm needles, and it is too small for me. I can try to put on. Here it's. I blocked it quite aggressively, but it was still too short for me. It is quite tight around my head, and I would like to have more body of the hat up here. So it will probably at some point will be frogged. So I started it also in October 4th, finished in October 14th. So this is one of the finished objects that was not successful. Let's admit that we sometimes have these kind of projects. Last finished project, I knitted a hat for myself, just designed, let's say that, designed for it by myself. It's a simple hat and stockinette. So this is, I can put it on. Actually, it's a little bit loose, but oh well, it looks quite nice. I put a rib edge down below, a small rib edge, so it won't fold around, because if you knit stockinette, it can fold. I know there is some technique that when you start the first round, you can do some stitch switching or stitch knit together that it prevents it from folding, but I used this technique in my one of old hats that I really like, but I can't find it anymore. And I tried to find that technique for this hat, but I couldn't. So I used 3.5mm needles for this hat. It's size around 57 centimeters. Head circumstance, is this the word? And the yarns that I used for it, my hand-dyed yarns, held together with the same We Are Knitters, the baby wool alpaca. So you combine these two colors and you get this nice pattern speckled quite evenly. I will talk about this yarn later, but you can find these few skeins in my Etsy shop as well. Okay, did I mention that I started it in October 23rd and finished on October 29th? Okay, so the first work in progress and the one that is currently I am actively working with is my Champagne Cardigan by Petite. So this was the part when I filmed my previous podcast. I was only on the yoke part, not even separated for the sleeves yet. And now I have separated sleeves and I finished the body. Actually, I finished the ribbing and Italian bind off just this morning to have finished body to show to you. And I will start to work on my sleeve. So this is knitted in a size small. And I'm using Knitting for Olive yarns. Where is my Mohair? And I'm using Knitting for Olive. The yarns in the olive colorway. I'm using Merino held double and soft silk Mohair 1 strand to knit the sweater in. I hope I will have enough yarn for the sweater to finish it, because I have a new deadline for the sweater for next weekend. Me and my sister are going to Barcelona Knits Festival. This will be my first ever yarn festival that I will go in another country, let's say that. So I would like to have this to wear when we travel there. So what I can say about the sweater, cardigan so far, that it has approximately 28 centimeters positive ease. It is worked top down with the raglan increases. You work with the yoke, then the body, then the sleeves. I'm using 4.5 millimeter needles and the 3 millimeter needles. I started the sweater in July 3rd, so I'm hoping to finish it, if not this week optimistically, so probably in the beginning of next week. Yeah, so that's it, I guess, with this cardigan. I will put the marker somewhere, stitch marker, progress marker, maybe somewhere along on the new stitches I picked for the sleeve. So I will probably have this cardigan finished as a finished object for our next podcast. So it's just for my progress keeping. Okay, let's pack this up in this lovely bag. it is Kažka Rezga, made in Lithuania. I have 2 bags from this lovely lady designer that sews these kind of bags, project bags. So the next one, work in progress, is my Ingrid sweater. It don't have a much progress from my last podcast. I just finished the body. For this sweater, I knit in the size small. I hope it will grow. As I saw in the photos, it grows quite a bit after blocking. And I'm using Sandnes Garn Peer Gynt. And color 1021. So it's I put notes. So it should have about 20 centimeters. What is that? Sorry for the back noise. My neighbor's doing something, obviously, in the yard. So it should have around 20 centimeters positive ease. I'm using 4 millimeters, 3.5 and the 3 millimeter needles for this project. So this is also drop down shoulder pattern. You work back part, then you pick up the stitches for, then you pick up the stitches for the front shoulders. You then join it around and you work with the, as the pattern says, with all these structures. So it have a ribbed part, it has mock cables part and a double moss stitch part. So what else I can tell you about the sweater? So I started the sweater on April 10th, also one of my oldest work in progress. And maybe I will finish this, knit this more actively when I will finish my champagne cardigan. We shall see how the life will go. So as in my previous podcast, I mentioned that I don't know what kind of neck I want to knit it. I still have not decided yet. There's 2 options, a folded neck and the one higher neck that is in the photos of Petite knit pattern, in Petite knit pattern. And I also was short on the yarns. I only had left 2 balls of Peer Gynt. So I have ordered more and now I have received them. So I probably should have enough now to finish the sweater. Okay. This is it for Ingrid's sweater. The next work in project is socks. It was October, so I started some socks. Actually, I really wanted to see how these yarns will look like knitted. This is also from my own hand-dyed yarns. It's speckled, rainbowy, bright colors, not fall colors at all. You can find this in my Etsy shop. So this is in classic sock base, and I'm just knitting myself a pair of socks in the 2.5mm needles. It's really speckled and a bright looking color. This is I'm casted on 64 stitches. I'm doing a double stitch ribbing here. So yeah, I started these socks in October 18th, and I will knit it when I have some free time and just want to knit something mindless. Next, I have also another pair of socks. This is Sunday Sock Junior. Oh. Here it is, the progress. This is for my girl. Actually, this is the first time I'm trying these socks from the pattern, because I usually just knit socks as I know how to, standard way of knitting socks. So I will see how it will turn out. I'm using also old stash, yarn stash. It's Drops Nepal. It has 65% wool, 35% alpaca. It should be quite warm socks for the winter. And I'm using 3.5mm needles. It's just double rib stitch socks. It should go pretty fast, and I think it should get a little bit loose after washing and blocking. I started these socks on November 1st, also during some traveling during our holidays, while going with the car to our family, to visit our family. And it should, if I will knit it, it should be finished quite soon. Okay. And the last one of the project that I have is actually one of the oldest project. It's my last year's advent blanket from Olivia and Oliver Fibers. Simple, sweet advent. And I should really start working with this blanket to finish this, because I already received this year's advent calendar from her. I will share more about that in my acquisition part, I guess. So I'm just knitting it in the simple garter stitch triangle shape blanket. And when I finished knitting the half of my minis from the advent calendar, I started to decrease, so it should end nicely with the final mini of this blanket. So I'm still having quite a few. Let's take off a few balls to show you. So it was really nice dessert related advent. I started it last year in December, and I was not knitting it during the summer, and I have not touched it since, so I need to work with it faster. So, acquisition part. I have ordered some yarns because I needed these pure Gynt yarns for my Ingrid sweater. And you know, when you go to shop in the yarn shop, well, it was online, but it doesn't matter, you finish buying more yarns than you need. Also, I ordered some buttons for my champagne cardigan. I hope they will fit quite nicely. To be prepared to finish on time, no disruptions. And I also ordered two other yarns. So it is Sandnes Garn Sunday in this lilac purple color. It is 4632 color, and I think I will knit my girl a scarf. I will held it double. And another one, I really like the color long time ago, and I really wanted to buy these yarns. It's also knitting for olive, merino, and wild berries colorway. It's really pretty color. I don't have particular plans for these colors, for these yarns yet. So this was the one acquisition from my local yarn shop, and it is all due to the buttons I needed and the Sandnes Garn pure Gynt yarns for my Ingrid sweater. Next, spoiler alert. If you have ordered some advent calendars from Oliver Fibers or Artemis Yarns, please skip this part because, well, I'm not showing you the main full package, just the main package, and to talk something about them. So the first one is Changing Season 2004 sock set advent from Olivia and Oliver Fibers. This will not be 24 minutes set as it was last year. She just did 4 sock sets for each weekend of December. It's changing seasons related, so it's summer, spring, fall, and winter. I can't wait to open them up. Yeah, so it should contain 100 gram main skein and probably 10 grams of the mini. And the second advent that I have ordered is Artemis Yarns. The theme of this advent is Medusa. And it is also socks. I don't think it's a sock set. Maybe it's a sock set. Sets also for 4 sets for each weekend. I believe I wanted to order from her the minis, 24 minutes, but I was too late to order. It went so fast off. I just grabbed these for each weekend. And another advent calendar is on the way. I ordered it from Mindful Creators, and it it will be 24 minis, and it is gelato related. I hope I pronounce it correct. Italian ice cream. So I can't wait to get them all and to finally December arrive. And I'm hoping I could do some vlogmas on December, open each advent and showing you. It won't be probably each day, it would be weekly, because I have mainly weekly sock sets. And for that mindful creator advent, I would just collect sorry, I would just collect 7 minis and to show you what it was for each day during that week. So yeah, let me know if you would like to see those in the vlogmas. I'm not sure how I will manage to. I would film that. If it would be like more like a vlog type of, well, it's vlogmas, or I just sit here and chat with you and just show you those colorways. It would be quite a shorter videos. And the final part is related to my hand-dyed yarns. On November 2nd, it was actually my first 1 year since my yarn brand AmberToneYarns came out, and I opened my Etsy shop. So there is a sale going on until November 11th for this week. You can find some discount for all in-stock yarns there, so go check it out. And I have a few new, let's say that, colorways I have dyed, and they are in my Etsy shop. So I was trying and playing with the new dye colors and how it would look like. So this is a one. I don't have a names for them all yet, figure out. So this is like a pink, purple, variegated colorway. There might be some purple speckles in it. This is on a classic sock base. Most of them. No, it's not classic sock base. It's on 100% superwash merino base. Next I have Kid Silk Mohair base in this brown beige colorway. It should look nice with some off-white like this main color, or just knitted single. It's really nice and variegated colorway. And then I have another one on 100% superwash merino base. It is like, for me, since we had a few nights with the aurora borealis, you could see on the night sky, so it's kind of reminds me of those colors. There are quite some purples, some blues, greens there, and some blacks. So it's quite a variegated, speckled colorway. And also would like to see how it looks in some kind of project knitted up. And the last two that you have already seen are on sock set base, classic sock base. This is the one that I knitted my hat in with. They have some pinks, yellow, black. Actually, I'm thinking to try to dye this one more time. Just don't use the yellow color, but use some orange maybe color, so it would be more evenly distributed. You can see there are quite a dark mauve burgundy colorway here hiding inside the skein. And the next one is that speckly bright colorway with purples, blues, yellows, greens, all kind of colors. Yeah, it's really nice looking colorway. I really like it. I want to try to dye this colorway also on another basis to see how it looks like. Okay, for my plans for the shop, actually, December is coming, so I have some plans to dye some Christmas related colorways, maybe one or two, just those colors to dye on several yarn bases. And plans for next year, I also have some kind of plans, maybe to do a mystery yarn club, where I just show you inspiration, and then after that every month I would dye some kind of color and I would place it in my yarn shop. I'm not sure if I will do the pre-order or just surprise as it is mystery color, if anyone would be interested in that after seeing an inspiration pictures. What else? So yeah, I would like also to have more colorways that you could find, some colorways that you could find in shop almost all the time, so they would be like constant colors, not just a one-of-a-kind colorway. This was the plans for my hand-dyed yarn business, my shop. And for knitting future plans, I have another jacket in mind to start from my fall-winter knitting plans. It is a Gynt jacket V-neck by Petite knit. I just not yet decided what kind of yarns I want to use. I know it should be quite a light color, maybe beige or white colorway. If you follow me on Instagram, you will be the first to know when I will start this project, what yarns I will use. So follow me there. And just let me know what are your plans. Share in the comments below for winter knitting. Long evenings coming, short days, more knitting inspirations. Do you knit some gifts for Christmas? What do you knit? Do you bought some advent calendars and share what are you knitting now? What's on your needles? Let me know if you like this podcast. What do you want to see more? What do you don't want to see? I appreciate your support for my previous podcast episodes. So I'm really grateful for this knitting community that we have on YouTube and outside of YouTube, but of course. Oh, and I forgot to share one thing as well. In October, in the mid-October, here in Lithuania, we had a knitters brunch where we gather from all let's say, all around the country. Come with us to knit, mostly to chat about, to catch up, because it was the first meeting after the summer. So we missed each other, so I will try to put a short video what it looked like. It was very chatty, it was very crowdy. Someone counted around 90 people there gathered, so big shout out to Domante and Jurgita who organized these events. Sadly, I won't be able to meet next weekend because I will be on another exciting adventure going to Barcelona Knits. And I hope I will have footage from Barcelona Knits Festival in my next podcast, or I will, depending on how many footage I will have, I will do a separate video about that. And yeah, I can say I have a few acquisition purchase plans from the festival, and I would like to touch some brands to see to feel them in person, also to buy some knitting accessories, let's say that there should be plenty of, and also to get more inspiration and to see how other hand dyers do live and experience all that amazing feeling while visiting yarn festival. If you have been in the festivals yourself in some other countries, in some other previously years, just let me know what was your experience, what you would recommend, what you would not recommend to do there. So thank you very much for watching once again, and I hope to see you soon, and let's keep in touch. Follow me on Instagram. Also, you can find me on Facebook with the same nickname account. Have a nice day, have a nice week, and take care. Bye bye.